Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at the DJI Osmo Pocket, and I've had it for about 6 months, and I wanted to talk about my review, the times I've used it, who I think it's for, and all the other things I think about it. So first, kind of the reason why I was looking into purchasing something like this, I was using the 5D Mark IV with the Crane 2 to get my stabilized gimbal shots, and that combo is really awesome. The shots that you get is super good, and whenever you use it, you're really grateful that you had it. It's just the issue of carrying around the gimbal and the spontaneous nature of walking around. You want to have something to capture it, and so you can't always have the crane. And so I was looking for something that I can use in place of the crane when I don't have it. And this fit in really easily. It's really cheap at like $300 or $350, and it's really small. It fits in your pocket, so you can always have it on you. And so that's what I looked into, and the reason why I was looking to purchase this. So I'm gonna jump into the overview and kind of how I use it and the settings and whatnot. Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. So really quickly, an overview for the DJI Osmo. So it retails for $350, but you can regularly get it for $300 on sale, and especially with Black Friday, it might even get cheaper. And there's a bunch of accessories, both first party and third party. I would recommend first party for most things, but there are a few things that I would recommend getting third party, and I can show you that in the accessories portion. And for frame rates and resolutions, it shoots 4K 60, 30, 24, and then for 1080p, it does 60, 30, 24, and then 720p, it can do 120 frames. But the issue with that is it crops into the sensor, so the image is really soft and almost unusable. So it's fun to have, but I wouldn't really use it on anything that you care about. And it does have a microphone, but if you want to plug in your own microphone, you have to get their USB-C to audio adapter specifically from them. I don't think you can use a generic one. I've heard some success, but your miles may vary. That might be something that you want to get first party. And it's 3-axis gimbal, so the Z-axis is not stabilized if that matters to you. And it does shoot photo, but mainly it's for video, and it does do panoramics, which are pretty cool. And the animation when it takes all those 4 photos is really cool. And so I think the panoramics are better than your phone, which is the main competitor of this thing. And there is a stamp-sized screen in the front so that you can see what you're filming, as well as you can flip it around so that it's on selfie mode if you want to record yourself. And it is really tight in terms of the POV. It's way tighter than a GoPro. If I'm not mistaken, it's around 24 mil or something along those lines. So using it as a selfie, you might need a stick, but you can also hold it out like this. And so I can show you kind of what it looks like from here. And you can flip it around like this, and this is about arm's length away, and this is the footage that you get from here. And it does track your face, which is really awesome. I don't think it's the f-stop on it is, I believe, f 2.8 or something along those lines, but it does the job. It does the job well, and I enjoy it. And so, but to get the best image out of it, you definitely want to get the accessories, and I can show you that in the next second. All right, so this is a test of the DJI Osmo Pocket. This is the internal mic, and I have it on selfie mode, on arm's length away, maybe 2 feet, maybe 1.5 feet away from my face. And so this is what you get in terms of your POV on selfie mode. Yeah, pretty nice. All right, so these are my must-have accessories. And so if we take a look here, it's the scroll wheel as well as the ND filters. So the ND filters that I'm using right now are the PGY Tech ones, and they're really awesome because they actually come off and on with the magnets that are inserted on the top. So they're easy to put on, they're really small to transport, and so they're really awesome. So I recommend the PGY Tech, but also the main thing that I recommend that you should have at all times is the scroll wheel here. So it adds 2 dedicated buttons. This one allows you to flip it. So if I turn it on, you can see it flips back to us. And then this one allows you to change modes from FPV, follow focus, tilt lock, all those awesome ones. So you have two more dedicated buttons. And then the main attraction is the scroll wheel here. So you can get the smooth pans as well as the smooth tilts. And so it helps you get the really awesome shots that you're looking for. So I completely recommend it. It took me a while to actually get this thing, but as soon as I got it, I fell in love with it. And so I'd recommend you get it as soon as possible. It's totally worth it. And without it, you are forced to use the screen to do the tilts, which is really hard to really dial in how smooth you want it. And so having an actual physical button to do it for you really helps you out. All right, so these are my two most, like, you should have it if you have the DJI Osmo Pocket, but there are a few other accessories that do help, and I'll show you guys those in a second. All right, let's talk operation. So for this, you turn it on by holding this button on the right here. So this is with the actual scroll wheel. And so once you're in, you are on a few modes. So for default, for me, I have it on video, but you can press this button here to change modes to photo, panoramic, and video. So I'm going back to video, and then to get the resolutions you want, you just swipe right. And then from there, you can swipe right again and choose some of the resolutions as well as the frame rates that you want. So it goes 60, 50, and so you can check out all the ones that you want. So I have it just at 4K 60, which is what most people are going to be using. And if you do have the scroll wheel, like I said before, you have two more dedicated buttons. This one flips it around, and the other one allows you to change the mode. And if you swipe right, you can check out what you've filmed in the past. So that's basically how you use the thing. It's really awesome, really easy to use. It takes like 2 seconds to start up. So definitely comes in handy. And that's basically it. That's all you need to know about how to start it up. You can plug in your phone, but I don't do it often. And you just plug it in and then you just turn on the Mimo app and update it that way. So yeah. All right, so we're back in the office here, and I wanted to talk about some of the accessories that I think you don't actually need, but if you have a use for them, you might want to look into them. So the one that I have is actually the wireless base here. And so what this does is it goes on the bottom of your DJI Osmo like this. And what it does is it allows you to connect your phone wirelessly to the Pocket itself, and you can watch the live feed. And another thing that I think is really good about it is it actually provides a rubberized base for your Osmo. So if you're looking to do a lot of time lapses, this is honestly essential. But if you're using it like a handheld gimbal, I don't think it's something that you entirely need. And so one thing that I do use it for is the USB-C port is actually on the back here. And what this allows you to do is leave this and prop this on your desk or something, and you can charge it like that. And that's honestly the best thing about it for me, because I don't really do time lapses with the thing. I can use my DSLR for that one. And another thing that I wanted to talk about was the underwater housing for the DJI Osmo Pocket. So when the DJI Osmo Pocket was announced, there was an underwater housing that was announced with it, but it was delayed because the glass element that was in front of the Pocket was fogging too much. So DJI wanted to redesign it. And so in the meantime, some third-party companies were able to create something like it. And so there's some that vary from about $15 to about $30, but for both, it seems like there's reports that they both leak, and so it could get into your Osmo Pocket, which could destroy the whole thing. So I wouldn't really recommend those, but DJI did end up redesigning it, and it is available now for $55. I do plan on buying it, and I am actually going on a cruise in a few weeks, and I'll check back after the cruise and get some footage with that and kind of explain my experiences with that. So if you want to check that out, be sure to subscribe. But besides that, I think those are the main accessories that you want to look at in terms of what's essential and what really is something is on a base by base kind of thing. For the waterproof housing, if you have like a GoPro already, like a GoPro 6 or a GoPro 7, I think that's good enough. But if you don't have anything else, you could pay $55 and you can pull in your Osmo Pocket into the water, and I think that's great. You get some really awesome shots of the kids swimming in a pool or going to the water, scuba diving, and I think that's a great idea. But anyways, those are the main accessories, and I will see you guys. Okay, let's talk about who I think the camera's for. And for the DJI Osmo Pocket, I think it is really marketed towards parents or people that want to have really good footage of children. They want to have stabilized footage of the park, or if they're at a soccer game. They really are looking to upgrade their cell phone footage for Instagram or Facebook. This is honestly something really perfect. Alternatively, it could be for a minimalist vlogging setup. If you don't want to lug around a large DSLR camera like the one I'm using, this is something that will get the job done, and you'll get really good quality as long as you keep your expectations in line. And I think those two are the main people that would be looking into it, either like a vlogger or a person that travels a lot, as well as parents looking to upgrade their cell phone footage of their kids. Alternatively, from those two, you could be someone like me that has a large DSLR already and they're looking to get filler footage for their main camera, but they don't want to lug around a large gimbal. So they're looking for some kind of stabilized solution that fits in their pocket, and this is something that fits the bill. And it has a lot of things that professionals are looking for. It has stabilized footage, it can shoot in log, and it has all the frame rates and resolution that you would need. The quality is great, especially if it's already stabilized, and you combine that with already nice footage from your DSLR, and I think it'll fit right in. And that's where I come. I think that's the demographic that I fall in. But mainly, it's definitely for parents and vloggers. So if you're one of them, this is honestly a great package. All right, so for conclusions, I think the DJI Osmo Pocket is remarkable for the quality that you're getting out of something that fits in your pocket at such a small package. And the asking price of $350, I think, is reasonable, with their main competition being the GoPro or your cell phone. So if you're looking to upgrade for your cell phone, or if you didn't want to use the GoPro ruggedness or you don't like the fisheye look, this is honestly a great alternative for that. And for me, I paid $300 for it, and it came with all these accessories, namely the case itself, a little tripod, and the wireless base. So I thought the wireless base would be a little bit more useful for me, but if I had to buy it, I probably would skip out on it. But it is a little bit useful for when I need to charge it. And so one of the best things about this thing is it's so easy to use. So my sister or my nieces or nephews, they're not too keen on using my large DSLR when they're looking to take photos or video. But when I hand them this thing, it looks like a toy to them, and they're able to use it no problem. They turn it on and they're off to the races. And so I think that's the main selling point for this thing. It's super easy to use, and it will always be ready for you whenever you need it. And so if you're one of the people that wants to upgrade your cell phone footage, or you are looking to get stabilized footage for your own videos or your own movies, this is a great alternative. Hey guys, thanks for watching our review on the DJI Osmo Pocket. If you found it helpful or if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. It does help us out a lot. And we do have the review on the underwater housing for the DJI Osmo Pocket in the works. So if you want to check that out when it's available, do subscribe. And you can also check out some of our other videos. But more importantly, we want to create content that I wish I had when I was looking to upgrade my camera gear. So if there's something that you think I should look into, let us know in a comment below. But other than that, thank you for watching.